Alright guys, welcome back. The next step, of course, is creating little lace holes for those laces. Okay, so if you look at the topology here, I can actually do the holes using the split here and just drag that out like this. Okay, let's see where the hole starts with. I think it starts really close to the start. Oh, why am I shit? Anyway, so I can just drag out one here, maybe just go to the next and click again, and next, click again, and click again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe that's how I want. Can do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But the problem is they're not even. Okay. And I have something weird here. Okay, the reason being for that, let's see, that's matching, that's matching, that's matching, that's matching, that guy is not matching for some reason. Okay, so I don't have even amount of objects or polyloops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have one more here on this side. For some weird reason. That's probably because of the penta vertex here. This guy is over here, the other guy is over there. So that's what's happening there. So what do I do then? Well, I can Control Z, go back. Okay. Now I cannot manipulate topology as easy as in Maya. So what I'm gonna do is do a new Z-remesher on it. Okay. Just to make it reevaluate everything. And look at the pentavertex. Now if you look at this line here, that's the pentavertex, goes all the way around and connect to the other side, and now it's more even. Okay, so you can do multiple tries until you get the proper results. Okay, now I'm happy with that. Oh, one more thing is that ZBrush kind of destroys the polygroups. When you're doing the Z-remesher, you can turn on the keep groups, and the remesher is just gonna keep the polygroups. Oh, wait, it doesn't really do much of a good job. It's smoothing group, that's not smoothing it. Okay, alright. So let's then go the BZM, which is the Z modeler, and then start splitting out the little holes for the laces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe too little for that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here maybe will be, if I want more, I need more subdivision across this part, right? So maybe I'm gonna crank up the poly count to something higher, like 0.4, and then the remesher one more time. This time I'm gonna get higher resolution. Okay, let me do that one more time. Using the BZM again, split 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, same thing here. Oh, I do have a differentiation here. I have two lines. I only have one line there. Okay, easy fix. BZM, and then use a delete the edge loop complete. Delete that, and then for this one, I'm gonna just go slide the edge loop, slide it to the middle. Okay, and then I can split that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so those are the holes I'm gonna do. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is Control Shift and click on that hole. Okay, and then go back to subtools. Oh, click again, and then go back to subtools, split hidden. That way I can reserve those little holes I created earlier. Alright, now I have this patch all created quite nicely, and let me hide the holes I separated out, and then I can then use Z-remesher to create the thickness using QMesh. Okay, QMesh out or in. Anyway, so I'm gonna also have to change that to all polygons in order to create all the thickness I need. Okay, so I kind of want it to go out a little bit like that. Okay, So that means I have to go here and then use the move to push the contacting part in for the patch on the outside to be able to cover the inside. Okay, no big deal. All right, now this is what I got for that part. One more thing I'm gonna do here, of course, is adding some edge loops. I cannot bevel it quite easily. If I try to do that, I need to actually do something like this. Control Shift and click on the thickness here. Actually, where is the thickness? Or maybe that, and have that. So that's the thickness. Whoa, now that, and that. Oh, that's actually the thickness have that too. So I can, of course, be the using the selection lasso, just get rid of those. Don't know why those popped up. Strange. I don't know what ZBrush is thinking. That's not supposed to be happen. I just don't know. Control W to give that a group then. Okay. Anyway, just want to kick those out. Alright, so that's the thickness here. I can bevel this guy, of course, by using the struct curve function frame mesh. It's gonna frame the mesh, and then I can get everything back and then use the bevel option on the curve. It's gonna bevel that. Okay, I can do that, of course. It's not gonna be perfect because of those lines, those little holes I created earlier. It's gonna make the bevel looks ugly. And by the way, I don't know how ZBrush calculated this. I can of course try to manually fix that, you know, or I can previously somehow create one extra edge loop on the edge before I create all those holes. But overall, it's fixable. It's just not that clean. So maybe they can change that in the future, or give me an option to bevel it even distance, not based on, you know, if there are a topology there or not. Even with this kind of like, you know, a little twisted bevel, you can actually achieve quite smooth result anyways. I'm just, you know, as you know, a traditional modeler from Maya, I kind of bothers that. I really bothers with that. So drag that in. Okay. But anyway, going in like that. That one doesn't really. Oh, that one is actually quite nice. All right. So that's this piece here. What else can I do? Well, I can do makes the edge bumping out a little bit. Let me save the file just in case it crashes again. Okay, so Control D twice, holding down Control and click on that where you're using move. On the purple ones in the middle, it's gonna mask the thickness here. Alright, and then what I'm gonna do here is smooth the mask and then make it thinner again, and make it strong again. That way I can mask the edges. Okay, and then I can go for the deformation again and then inflate those out. Okay. If I have to try to the other direction, that just basically means my normal is wrong. But you know, no big deal. Smooth the mask a little bit and then drag the smooth slider just to smooth everything, and then clear the mask. Okay, now I have a very nice and clean edge bumping. Okay, and I can Control D to subdivide it one more time just to make it even more smooth. Okay, So that's this part for creating holes and patches like that. Holes on the patches like that. Okay. If you're lucky, you don't have to do all the adjustments like redo the topology, creating new lines or deleting lines. If you have enough, same amount of poly loops here, you shouldn't need to do that. Okay. I think one more problem I'm having is that those two holes are too far away. I'm gonna drag that closer. You know what? I'm gonna do that later actually. Anyway, so that is it. That's how you create holes. Let's stop the tutorial for now, and then the next time we're gonna finish the last patch there. Alright, so see you next.